I think we're all here today. I think we did it. So today's the first day in a few days that we've actually been able to get live on both Instagram and Facebook. And you wouldn't believe it, but it's actually snowing more. So not sure if we'll be able to do this again tomorrow, but we're gonna give it a shot. So hi, my name is Crispina French, and I live in Beckett, Massachusetts. I'm in my studio right now, which is actually also in Beckett, Massachusetts. And I am the self-proclaimed captain of the Planetary Rescue Squad, which is something that sort of started as a joke a few years back, but I am really excited to turn it into something super real. So one of the things I am doing is going live right here with you guys every day for 30 days. This is day number 7. And thank you for everybody who's been tuning in and giving me all kinds of awesome feedback. So my whole focus is to talk to you guys about and share ideas about how to get through the holiday season without being stressed out, without spending too much money, and without having a giant human footprint in the process. So the things I try to do is limit my plastic intake to as close to 0 as I can. Really, the single-use plastic is the first place that I go with that. So any kind of like silverware or plasticware, plastic cups, paper cups, whatever. I try to keep all of that to a minimum. It's really challenging. And, you know, I read stories online about people who, you know, keep all their trash from an entire year in a little tiny Ziploc bag. And I'm like, do you guys use shampoo or conditioner, or what do you do with any kind of drink container, right? Like even milk cartons are lined with plastic these days. So anyway, I don't want to get off on a tangent about that today. I wanted to answer a couple questions I got from you guys yesterday about the Dolphin Studio calendar. So yesterday was a super fun day. I got a call in the morning, first thing, from a guy who is a reporter for a local news on the television out of Worcester, actually, Worcester, Massachusetts, which is actually not that local, but it's in our state, so it's not too far. And they did a little piece about the Dolphin Studio, which is a business that my sister and I run together that our parents founded in 1970, and our kind of sole, well, not the sole product, but it was the sole product for many years when my mom and dad were running the company. It's the Dolphin Studio calendar, and they were doing a piece on their news program about our calendar, so that was super exciting. So I had a really short live yesterday, but this is the calendar, the cover, and this is the 2020 version, and it's in a plastic wrapper, which I kind of would like to find a replacement for because plastic sucks. But anyway, it's got a glare. That's the point. And then, as you can see, this little thing right here is all about our family. It's hard. Vanna White, man, she took. There we go. This is my family. Anyway, so the Dolphin Studio calendar is hand silk screened by our family. You can look back on yesterday's live to learn more about it. I'm going to post a link that the guy did too on my Facebook, and I'm not sure if I can do that on Instagram or not, but if you guys are on Instagram and you want to check it out, I'll put it on my website as well in the blog, so you can check it out there. But there was a couple questions as to like how to go about hanging the calendar. So we have a couple different things. This is how this little insert comes with your calendar, and this is just like a super old school, very simple clip that you can hang at the top of your calendar. It's got a hole through both sides, and you can just hang that on a nail or a hook or whatever, hang it on your wall. And then we also sell these frames that are made for us by a company in Brooklyn, New York. They're made out of wood. They come in a couple different sizes, not sizes, I'm sorry. They come in a couple different colors. So this is our silver one, and we do black and silver and a natural wood and then a nice blue. And then this year, for the frames cost $50, which is kind of expensive, especially if you're a first-time customer and you're not sure that you're going to love the calendars and have them for many years. So we just introduced this cute little alternative. So these are wooden slats. They're a little, like, 1/2 inch wide. They have O-rings around either end, and you put the calendar in between these two things. So slide it in there, and then you put the O-ring again, back on there, and then there's a piece of nice waxed hemp that comes with it that you just hang over it, and it's just a nice way to keep your calendar nice and flat hanging on the wall without the expense of a frame. So thanks for asking those people who did. Hi, Zwiska, wait, I'm going to say this right. Zwitsa. Sorry, I'm a little dyslexic, so that sort of threw me. But thanks for tuning in today. I'm really glad you're here. Who else is with me today? Susie! Woohoo! How you doing? We got to talk, girl. We got some collaborating to do. And then there's other people who's, you know, some of these people's handles. Tiny Eden, hi there. Thanks for loving the calendar. Some handles don't really look like names, and it's hard for me to see them on the screen, but hi, Sarah. Oh yeah, wax paper. We're actually next year, the 2021 calendar is going to be our 50th anniversary of the calendar. So we're kind of playing around with some ideas of making like a wrapper that gets folded into the cover. I'm not sure. We'll come up with some cool ideas. But if like the wax paper idea is a great idea. We were looking at some glycine envelopes. They don't make them big enough for the calendar, but maybe we can figure out a way to do that. So any ideas, any and all of them, shoot them my way. Cool. So one thing I wanted to talk to you guys about today was New Year's resolutions. Do you guys do that? I tried to put a little like poll thing on the Facebook Live. I'm not sure I can do that on Instagram, but anyway, maybe just comment if you're, you know, whether or not, do you do a New Year's resolution? Is that something that you start the new year with? And I'm just interested to know, because I think one of the things that we can do as gift givers is to, and you know, sometimes people make lists, like my sisters always ask me, like, what do you want for Christmas? I never know what to get you. So I have some friends, I have a handful of friends actually who run really amazing not-for-profit organizations that have missions that just like serve the common good. So beginning on Monday or Tuesday of next week, right here, I'm going to do a screen share. I'm going to try to learn how to do a screen share. So I might just be telling you about things if I can't quite figure that out. I think it's possible to do on Facebook. Not sure about Instagram. If you guys know about this stuff, please let me know. So if you're interested, or if you know of people who have organizations, that might be a really good way to kind of combine a New Year's resolution with a gift. So like, imagine like you're giving, did you guys hear that? My phone makes a cha-ching noise when I sell stuff on my online shop, so sorry, but I'm psyched because somebody just bought something. Anyway, so if you guys, so I'm thinking about, I have a dear friend who is a professor out in California. He works at UC Davis, I believe, and he has an organization that he runs that's called The World is Just a Book Away. And I don't want to tell you too much about it because it's a super cool organization, and I'm hoping he'll be my guest next week if I can get him to be on a screen share with me, which means he's going to have to get up super early and he's not really a morning person. But his organization supports children all over the world, and he offers them books. So would it be possible for you to think about giving a donation to an organization that just speaks to someone you love? Like, I have a really close friend who's kind of like a fake uncle to me, who was a librarian, and he's retired now, but maybe rather than giving him a gift this year, I'll donate to my friend's organization in his name, something like that. And then, you know, send a nice card that says, hey, thanks so much for being so awesome and having this interest in your life. I've made a donation to this organization in your name. And then you're educating the person who is probably going to have a nice tie to that organization. You're kind of promoting an organization that you believe in. And it's just kind of like one of those win-win situations where everybody winds up a little wiser and a little happier and a little more able to spread their message. So I think that that is a really nice way to share gifts, mostly with the adults in your life, because I think kids really like, there's so much joy in them, like, you know, tearing open the paper and having surprises that are more tangible than something that's a donation in a faraway land. So that is my idea for today's planetary rescue episode, if you will, or today's installation. Day 8 coming up tomorrow, and on the new week we'll start a new kind of format with some sharing, hoping with some guests. So thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you guys all have a really nice rest of your Friday, and that your weekend is full of all kinds of fun and excitement. So I thank you again, and I'll be back tomorrow with more fun and environmentally minded ways of getting through the holidays with all kinds of engagement and joy without the impact. Bye.